This one's a hard SAT geometry problem. It's a little tricky. That's the bad news. The good news is once you understand how to do this problem, it will seem pretty easy, and there's a lot of problems like this on the SAT. Comes up a lot. In the figure above, BD is parallel to AE. What's the length of CE? You've got to redraw the figure. That sucks, right? Because it does take some time to draw this one. The good news here is that you get to draw on paper because you can't draw on a computer screen. Bad news is I gotta draw on a computer screen. So bear with me as I put everything in here. Okay, that's everything we know. What are we looking for? We're looking for CE, so visualize that to yourself, man. Make like a line on the line. And then what can you figure out based on what you know? Why are they telling you that BD is parallel to AE? They're telling you that to make sure that you understand that this is a right angle. That creates a right angle when it goes across this line down here, so that means there's a right angle right here. Now what kind of, you got a right triangle here, 6, 8, what's CD? You could do the Pythagorean theorem. That takes years and costs thousands of lives. You just need to know your Pythagorean triples. 3, 4, 5 is the most basic one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. So that means that this is 10. Now, there's no more geometry here. This is a proportion problem. Because since these two triangles are related, because one's inside the other, all the sides must be proportionally related. The proportion is the small triangle to the big triangle. What's a proportion look like? It looks like a fraction with an equal sign in the middle and then another fraction. You know all the sides of the small triangle. What about the big triangle? Well, you only know one of the sides. You know, like, the right side. So you need to think of the right side of the small triangle. You got to keep the stuff on top on bottom, the stuff on top, and the stuff on bottom on bottom. What's the side that you need to look for? You need to look for the hypotenuse. So we're going to put that on the bottom of our proportion. So the small triangle, what's the right side? It's 6. And what's the hypotenuse? It's 10. What's the right side of the big triangle? It's 18. And what's the hypotenuse? You don't know. That's what you're looking for, right? Now, anytime you have a fraction, equal sign fraction, what do? You just cross multiply. I mean, you're done. You're home free. 6x equals 180. Couldn't be simpler. Divide both sides by 6. This is calculator math. Don't risk it. And you're going to get x equals 30. And that's the answer. This distance right here is 30. And that's all there is to it.